All right, we're live. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Welcome to $1 Million Coach Mondays inside of our amazing Facebook group of amazing coaches and experts. Welcome, welcome. If this is your first time, let us know by commenting the word new. That way we can connect with you. But this show is something that we do every single Monday. We're here with you. We're digging deep. We have another amazing client spotlight today with one of our amazing clients, Janelle Kent. She's going to be breaking some awesome stuff down on her success story. And really, before we dig into like the intro stuff, our amazing client success director is here with a beautiful background with all nice big elephant ear plants. You know, just like Wes would be jealous. That's like one of her favorite plants. And you know, to get them to grow, you know, big like that. My mom has a really huge one, like jungle style, and you know, it makes her super jelly. So
this one right here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My mom's got one that's probably like twice the size of that in her backyard, and it just like exploded. Like it's literally from the jungle. I don't know where she got.
I'm going for the inside jungle. Yeah.
Is it in the ground? Is that one in the ground?
No, these are all potted. They don't live here year round. They have to go inside.
As soon as you put that one in the ground, it would probably just like.
Oh, I bet. I have a bigger one, but today's about Janelle, not my urban jungle.
It is. Bring it back. So, one, if you're new, make sure that you let us know that you're new. That way we can help you get the resources that we put inside of this group. We have some insane resources, masterclass replays that will help you get moving and get clients, get on the right track of getting your message right, your offer right, you know, how social media works to start to attract clients to you. We've got amazing resources here for you. Make sure that you introduce yourself to the community here. It's an amazing community of people, but a community is only community if you participate in the community, right? So definitely do that. The reason that I think this interview is more unique than many is, you know, it's always fun to shine a light on people that, you know, are doing $100,000 a month, or they do $200,000 a month, or they have their first $50,000 a month or $20,000. And that's awesome, right? Like that, I think it's awesome. That's great. But at the end of the day, I think it's even more important, like 10 times more important, to shine the light on someone's first like client, or their first $1,000, or their first $10,000 or something, because like that's where the majority of coaches are. You know, that's where the majority of us are. Because if I go back to 2014, I took on my very first client at $70. Okay. And, you know, I think part of the journey is understanding that we all start somewhere. We all are like, you know, and it doesn't matter, you know, where you are. You know, you can't compare yourself in bad ways to other people. So Janelle is, she's moving forward. I think the one of the things I love about Janelle is Janelle moves forward with imperfection like no one else. Okay. Where most people would get stuck and say like, oh, it's not perfect. And then they just throw their hands up, or I don't know, I have a doubt that crossed my mind. So they just throw their hands up. But Janelle moves forward. And that's why I want to bring her and do a client spotlight with her, because she is that kind of person. She's going to do something, even though it's not perfect. And then she's going to come back and say, how can I do it better next time? And that's what coaching is all about. That's what business is all about. And so first, round of applause for Janelle, because she's amazing. She's doing awesome things. And, you know, it's really, I'm really happy to do this interview with you and dig deep into some things.
Well, thank you very much for the pat on the back and for having me here today. I'm happy to be here.
Let's do it. So let's first let's dive into what do you do? Tell us what kind of coach you are. Tell us what kind of coaching you do, because it is very unique, and I think that we definitely want to hear it from your mouth, not mine, because I don't want to butcher it.
For sure. So I am a kids coach. So what I do is I work one-on-one with children in particular, and I help them build the skills that they need to choose their happiness and know how to do that, to get over and through challenging situations, and then build those, lifelong skills to be able to manage those situations in the future, because that's just, being a person, right? It's being a decent human being. So my work is primarily one-on-one with the children, but then I also, of course, support parents in that process, because parents are on the front line and they need to know what our sessions are about, and then I'm able to provide them that emotional support that they might be lacking or don't have access to otherwise.
I like it. I like it. So, obviously, very unique coaching. Obviously, the parents are the one paying. You know what I mean? Like they're the ones that are flipping the bill. Unless you got one of those like YouTube kids, that's like out here paying for dinners and stuff. That's what I'm trying to get my kids to. Maybe I'm gonna have you coach our kids so they can finally get over the hump of really taking their YouTube channels to the right space. Because I'm tired of paying for dinner. You know, we took our kids to a nice place the other day, and like, they just, oh my goodness, I don't even want to get into it. It was we were on a timer. We had to get the F out of there. We were just like, all right, time to go. So, so very unique space, right? Very unique space. So what were some of the struggles that you had before coming to work with us, and before really digging into the way that we do things here? Like, what were some of the things that you struggled with in the past as a coach in a unique space?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest struggles that I had was just knowing what to do to get out there. Before I started the coaching, I was a teacher, and that's really simple. You get a job in a school, and then you're there teaching. This is very different. So it was a matter of me not knowing what the online space was like, all these different platforms to choose from. How was I going to attract these parents? How was I going to make sure that my messaging obviously has to catch the parents because they have the buying power, but also shows them that this really benefits their children, and through their children really benefits them. So the biggest struggle was just knowing the game, for lack of a better way to describe
Mm-hmm.
it. You don't know what you don't know, and I had no idea what I was stepping into, right? Like, I trained as a teacher, not in the online entrepreneurial space. So I needed a lot of help and guidance on how to even start from the very beginning.
Right. No, I think a lot of people are there. I think we get in our own heads so easily when it comes to like what should I be doing right now, right? And I think one of the things around that is especially when you're just starting out, like, we have to try to simplify as much as we can, like simple, 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 because we can feel like there's a bunch of stuff to do, right? Like, I look at my board and I look at my, like, if you guys saw my desk right now for like all the things that we have working on inside of our business, like, it's not always a thing of like, uh, uh, all right, like, what do I need to? Because I feel the same way sometimes. Like, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? And then, like, I just got to breathe and come back to earth and be like, okay, like, what's the most important thing to be done right now that's going to move the needle forward the fastest and the biggest? Because it's all about priority, right? And for us, and for when because I think it's important to say, like, I still go through that shit today. Like, I still go through it too. Like, okay, what's the thing that needs to be moved forward? Who do I need to work with right now to move things forward? And at the end of the day, most of it comes down to like marketing and sales. Like, at the end of the day, like, what can you, at the simplest fact, you can talk to a person. And so, can you let's dive into there. Like, what's changed in terms of like how you talk to people, what did you change in your message? Like, what helped there? Because like, you take action now way more than I know. Like, when we first started chatting, there was a lot of just like deer in headlights feel, right?
Yeah, totally. Um, I think the biggest thing was just that the help in getting over that fear. you know, in learning that it didn't have to be perfect, because that's generally who I am. I like things to be a certain way, but realizing that if I was going to keep going that way, nothing was ever going to move forward, like nothing at all. And then taking that first leap and doing the things, just you made me realize like there's so much growth. So like even when you do it once, you're going to learn something to do the next time, and then the second time you do it, then you're going to learn a bunch more things and you're going to tweak it for the next time. Like it's that work in progress. It's what I tell parents is, you know, with their kids, they're work in progress. Nothing's going to happen and be perfect, because that's just not the way it is. So we need to do the things and, you know, learn about ourselves and learn about the clients that we're trying to serve, and make those steps for sure.
I like that, you know, and I think the internet screws us up a lot, because the internet puts us in this place where all we see is perfection, and all we see is like, oh, I came out and I did something and it was perfect the first time and nothing went wrong and it was awesome, you know. And we don't see the compound effect that is really taking place with people, because like, you know, so many of us, we quit before, like we quit right before that like final strike, before we're gonna strike gold, you know. We quit, you know. And it was funny, I just came from a meeting and I didn't know this was gonna pop up here, but like there's a reason that our logo is a rhino, you know. Because what do rhinos do? They just keep fucking charging. You know what I mean? Like if a rhino is going after something, it's going to plow through whatever is in their way, and it's gonna keep fucking charging. And you're that person, you know, like you're that person that's just gonna keep fucking charging. You just don't stop. You just never stop showing up. And no, go ahead.
I always tell Janelle, if you look up in the dictionary and it says consistency, there's her picture right there. It's like, she is so consistent and you're amazing at it. A little rhino.
So have you always been that person? Because I feel like, I mean, I want people to get from this interview is like to look in the fucking mirror, dude, you know, and like really check yourself on like, do you have that like rhino in you, you know? And because like it's just some of us, we keep saying that we have the rhino inside of us, but like, you know, it's fake, you know, and like you don't, like it's authentic.
Yeah, I've always been tenacious. You give me a task and I'll get to that goal. You know, it might not be pretty, it might have lots of setbacks, but if that's what I've determined I'm going to do, it's what I'm going to do. But that did get sidetracked somewhere, I think, between honestly motherhood, and maybe other moms can relate with me on this, but I needed somebody to kind of jolt me. I needed, you know, you, Ryan, to kind of just tell me like, you just got to do it. And I needed Lexi and Rebecca to be on the, you know, on the day-to-day talking me through it kind of thing. And I needed a team because I was trying to do it all by myself, and nobody else knew what I was trying to do. Right. And you guys know, you're in this space. And it just kind of reminded me like, hey, yeah, like I was that person and I am still that person. So I needed to check myself like I do every day with Lexi.
Right. yeah, Alexi is amazing. She if you're not familiar with how Seven Figure Impact works or runs, Lexi is in there Monday through Friday, like head queen rhino, leading the charge with everyone in there, knowing and just basically saying, look, this is where you're gonna run today. One, like make sure your fucking legs work so you can run, and then this is the direction that you need to run, and or this is the video you need to watch before you start running. So you know, she is a huge part of what we do here, and you know, she's like, we couldn't do this without her. So I obviously appreciate Lexi.
Well, thank you. It's also Ice Cube. We have to start our morning with Ice Cube. We got to check ourselves. You know, every day. Yeah, you got to check your energy. You got to check your thoughts before you get back into that arena.
Thug life. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't
Thug life.
We ain't out here with listening to Taylor Swift before these meetings.
We're more like thug rhinos around here.
Right. Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real.
Fighting bulldogs on the side.
So So you started one of the things, congratulations, you started like actually taking on bigger clients, bigger paying clients. What was one of the shifts that you made? Because I do want to bring this up. You were charging by the hour before, right? Okay. What's one of the lessons that you got from like going from like charging by the hour to actually like owning your high ticket packages?
The biggest shift for me was one of the more recent clients that I worked with, and seeing the changes in the daughter and then mom's appreciation for what I was doing. I knew what I'm doing is transformational for children and parents and families. For me, I think I needed that outside validation from a parent saying, we couldn't have got through grade 1 without you.
Mm.
You've changed our lives. And I was like, yeah, I have. I need to be charging more for this. I can't just give this away. This is valuable. I'm spending my time and my energy because I'm thinking about these kids even when I'm not working with them, right? Like they're in my day-to-day thought process along with my own children. Something happens and I'm like, oh, I can teach so and so this, and this is how we'll do it. This is the activity I'll use. So like when I'm spending that kind of energy and taking on their kids and them, the parents, to, there's lots of chats that go on. Something comes up and mom wants to talk it through and we talk about it, and oh, thank you so much, you really didn't have to do that. And I'm like, I didn't, per an hourly rate, but this is something that you need, so let's throw this into the package and bring the price up, because I'm providing a service and a support, and I want to do it and I want to do it well, and so my price has to reflect that.
Right. Right. I think so. I think what I'm getting from this too is like getting to that space where where you had that click inside your mind where you're like, look, I gotta be charging more for this. Sometimes you have to charge less. Just like when I talked about, I took on my very first client at $70, right? And then you have to like go out there, put yourself in front of people, serve them, and and honestly put yourself in a place where you're getting paid less than what you deserve, so you can have that realization, right?
Yeah.
Like every one of us has to have that aha moment, that holy shit, like maybe I should be charging more for this, instead of just saying like, oh well, I'm afraid to charge high ticket. Just get out there and take the action and take less.
It goes back
Yeah.
to what we always say about messy and perfect execution, and what we learn from doing that. Like you go and you apply and then you realize the value, and then you own that. Like you stepped into that, this is valuable and it is worth this dollar amount.
No, I think if it makes me think about the people that come to us that ask for help. We never say like, oh, you need to do this or you need to do this. We never try to put ourselves in this place of like telling somebody what to do. We're always going to ask like, what's working now for you and how can we clean that up? And I feel like there's so many coaches that want direction but aren't taking action, and they want to be told what to do or what to improve, but like you can't improve anything if there's no action that's being taken, right? And I think that's like the core and the nucleus of this chat right now is like everything that you do on a daily basis is like, it's so beautiful, because like even if you take action that's like maybe the wrong action, like you can get coached on that. And typically when you get coached on it, you remember it, because I know all the things that I'm really good at today, I was really bad at. And all the things that I get praised on today, I remember getting my ass ripped apart times two, but I never forgot it. So I mean that's a testament to just kind of how the person that you are. So what's been like your biggest aha moment since like working with us? Like what's been your biggest growth or aha moment, or like the thing that you feel like you're a different person now versus like when you came in? Because I see a different person.
Yeah, there's lots of little things, but if I had to choose one, and it's going to be so simple, and it's that you have to have the conversations. There's no trick, there's no shortcut. If you are not talking to parents or the clients that you're trying to serve, nothing is going to happen. You won't be able to take steps. You have to put yourself out there, feel awkward, say the wrong thing, learn what to say next time. Yeah, I have to have those conversations. And I also have to remind myself daily, okay, your goal today is to set up calls, to have those conversations, to have those messenger convos, to talk to anyone wherever you can, even if you're out, with your kids at the beach and somebody starts talking to you. That's an opportunity to talk to that parent and find out what their pain points are. Those are the real moments that you can't create in a vacuum.
Man.
As as experienced as you may be, I have to have those conversations.
Yeah, that's powerful. Were you afraid to have conversations before?
Not afraid, but just didn't want to. Like, I'm so busy, I don't have time to get on a call. That was what it was. Uncomfortable, but not afraid, right? Because I was a teacher, and so we did parent teacher conferences, and I'm used to talking to people, but I didn't want to have to do it. I wanted there to be like a way around it. Like, can I just guess what they want?
Right.
And then I can do it this, and maybe that'll be quicker. But you have to do that. You have to do that groundwork. You have to. You can't get away from it.
Right. And I think you said something really good, really that I want to point out is, like you said, I just didn't want to do it, and I feel like all of us want that automation, automatic. I post something and then like flowers pop up from my phone and everyone says, they drop what they're doing and then they just skip to my inbox and say, hello, my dear, I've got a credit card. Can I hire you? Could you take my money, please? I just love everything about you. Could you take my money? Oh, thank you so much. And could you perhaps charge me about 10 times what your current prices are? Oh, thank you, love. Holy shit.
Yeah, that one TikTok video, it did it for me. I want to sign up now.
Oh, are you talking about the one you sent me with the dude there?
I'm just talking about like just posting once and you wanting it all to come.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So here's what happened, guys. I posted once on TikTok, went totally viral, signed up 400 people. Those 400 people told 600 people, and pretty much since then, been cherries, rainbows, and unicorns.
And they all signed up with my funnel I've never tested.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Everyone pays in full. Okay. No one objects to shit. And so shut up. Go do it. No, first one, conversations are currency in the coaching space. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, I want you to repeat that. Like, conversations are currency, because it doesn't matter if you have a conversation with someone that is not the right person. You know what? I've created probably like 3 to 4 pieces of content on a lead that came through that we were like, he is not a good fit. We're not working with him. But it's created content just from I've had a conversation with him, and a few of our other coaches have had conversation with this guy, and we're like, hey, we're not taking him on. He's not a good fit. Don't move him forward. But we know his beliefs. We know his objections. We know the things that he's thinking. And because of that conversation, it puts us in a place where we can create social content that other people are going to see, that they're going to resonate with, that may create conversations, lead to more calls, and get more clients. So the thing that we all want, that automated business, the social media content that pops and people resonate with it. We want to have a message that is clear, right? It's all on the other end of that conversation that you're avoiding having. And the worst part is we all want these clients that want to work with us for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, possibly renew with us for another 3, 6, or 12 months. So you want this almost marriage scenario, right? but we're afraid to go up to the person at the bar. We're afraid to go up to the person at church. We're afraid to go up to the person and say hello. Even though they've been commenting, liking our stuff, we're afraid to be social with the people that are already being social with us. You know, like, what could be on the other side of your conversation? So do you have like a daily like number that you try to hit with your conversations?
Yeah, I'm still low in the summer here, but at least 5, like good ones, quality ones,
Right.
5 good ones. Yeah.
5 quality conversations typically leads to how many calls for you? And again, busy mom, summertime, completely understand. So busy mom, summertime, 5 good conversations a day. Typically, how many calls does that lead up like for you?
For me, it'll be 1 or 2.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, that's beautiful. And guys, if you're closing and at least putting your offer out there, you know, like, it's not a matter of always closing everybody. You get on a call with someone. I just got a text message from a guy who did not buy. Okay. And he said, I know you're my coach. Okay. So you get on a call with someone, he doesn't purchase, but you basically just solidified they made a decision. That means that nobody else, as long as you follow up and stay in front of the person, you got money coming sometime. Right? And then if you get money coming and then you work with the person and you get a testimonial from them, then that testimonial is going to create more money coming.
And if you focus those conversations about giving them value and not making a sell.
Right.
Like, anytime my kids trip in, I'm always like, I wonder what Janelle would say about this. Like, that's how close we are now. Like, you think about your kids, I'm always like, what would Janelle do?
Right. No, and the thing I love about this industry is, like, just the relationships. Our nonprofit is all about helping kids in the public in the traditional educational system show up better in traditional education. And Janelle and I have even chatted about, like, having her run some of our virtual events and do things that are a part of our nonprofit. And it's so amazing what this industry can do when you're just focused on service. Like, the money is always going to come. That's part of it. You're going to get paid for doing really good work. And so, Janelle, I just want to shine a light on you. You're amazing. Just real quick, last question, because it's always the last one we ask. What's your favorite part about ILCU and working with our team?
Oh gosh, one thing. Okay, one thing, just how down to earth everybody is. Okay? Just like I don't feel like anybody's ever talking down to me. I feel like I can approach whomever I need. Just the whole process just doesn't feel it feels welcoming.
I like it. And that's probably Lexi, because I'm the dick of the crew. So so that's
I love you, Janelle. I love you, Janelle.
That wasn't
I love
to me.
getting to work.
That wasn't. I'll step out, because that was all to Lexi, because that was not to me.
I don't know, Ryan. You
Lexi
being a dick sometimes is down to earth. So.
Lexi comes
Well,
to me.
but it is though, right? It's truthful. Like, you're not just there telling me what you think that I need to hear so that I can feel good about myself, and you're telling me what needs to be said, and that is down to earth, right? At least that's what it means in Canada.
That was what me and Ryan the first conversation we ever had was, he told me my first funnel was shit. That's literally, and ever since then we've been friends. Yeah, because honesty is rare anymore. People would rather like make you feel like flatter you than tell you the straight up truth. And when you have a coach and you're trying to build something, you need honesty policy. Yeah, we need to just lay it out there and say it how it is.
Right. I mean, there's too much fluff going around.
Yeah, we are fluffy.
Way too much. It's like, if people will tell somebody, look, I'll tell you straight up, if I believe that you can make $100,000 this month, I'm going to tell you straight up. And if you can't, I'm going to tell you, like, hey, you can't do that, but here's why. And some people just need to understand, like, yo, I'm this is where I am, and understanding where you are is like a huge win versus like being in some fairy tale land that you're not in.
Totally.
So I appreciate you, Janelle. We all appreciate you. We love working with you. You're amazing. I don't think she has a shift happen shirt yet, Lexi. So let's make sure. And we have the ability to ship to Canada now, I think. So
and they're
now,
amazing. I want you to know I want more.
So let's get Michaela to get her a shirt today. You can pick, let us know what color you want. That way we can get you one because you are a true rhino. Our next wave of shirts is gonna say "keep fucking charging" on it. So when we come out with those, we'll get you one of those too.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. Y'all have an
Thank
amazing
you.
day. Guys, if there's anything that we can help you when it comes to growing your coaching business, scaling your coaching business, let us know. We're here to help you get clients in a much efficient, easier way. And again, if you have any questions for us, let us know. Feel free to take advantage of what's inside of this Facebook group. If you have any questions for any of our coaches, just type the word impact in, and our coaches will set you up with the resource that is best for you to get you moving forward today. All right. See you guys. Have a good one.